Howdy, folks, and welcome back. The warning dropped yesterday, an Aftermovie, the second part for their European tour. This one covers Italy, Prague, and, well, Germany. So, let's get to it. I heard tell on the Patreon Discord that this one also doesn't have any subtitles. Like the old Aftermovies used to always, whoever did them, and I think Danny did a lot of them in the beginning, used to put on the subtitles when they were speaking English. They'd put in Spanish subtitles. When they were speaking Spanish, they'd put in English subtitles. Whoever's doing them now is not doing that. Either they just didn't know that was something, or they just don't have time. But they don't even turn on the captions down here, so I can't do that. So hopefully I'll be able to get the gist of this. If there's something that I'm really curious about, I'll ask, because you guys have been very good, very, very good at you Spanish speakers of telling me what was said in a particular scene. So I'll depend on you again if I see something that I really want to know, what they said. So here we go.
What was the name again?
Manolo.
Manolo.
Yes.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
Expand the image, guys.
Milan.
This is squeezed.
Italia.
Not only was the aspect ratio wrong, but you could see that Danny's squished tall, so they could easily expand that. Come on, guys.
Italia.
It's in the trailer. Oh, is that being pulled behind the bus? I think it is. Again, what's this? Are these the new Petunia? Because I don't know if Petunia's still around. Why aren't they expanding these? Come on, guys. I guess they might be leaving them squished on purpose to indicate that it's like a hand cam thing. Oh, are they practicing the dance that we saw on Instagram? Or on the shorts?
The next part is really easy. It's just like freestyle. We just do like, woo! Like this. Okay. It's like that. And just like that.
Look at how they... Even in rehearsals, Ali didn't really get into it. They did that in the final one too.
Magazzine Generali. What can I say in Italian? Ciao. Ciao, bella. Ciao.
Ciao. Grazie.
Grazie. Buongiorno.
Rigatoni. It's a me.
Arrivederci.
It's a me, Mario.
Benvenuti
It's a
a
me,
Milano,
Mario.
Italia, per primera vece.
Itchy nose, sorry. Am I alone in noticing? I've noticed this, but I haven't really. I've said it to myself. But I haven't really said it out loud to you guys. They've really gone with a theme in their costumes ever since they started releasing songs from Keep Me Fed. So starting with the VMAs, of wearing stars. I've noticed on a lot of their stuff. Pau has stars a lot. Ali almost always has stars on her outfits. Is that just? It's cool. I mean, I don't know if Danny's actually had stars, but it's still kind of cool. Definitely Ali.
to get on top of it?
Do we have a jack?
What are they doing?
El cable, ese cable está atorado en la llanta. No lo puede.
Okay, they don't. This is where I need my Spanish language friends. If they don't say anything in English, what are they talking about? What's going on here?
I got it.
Oh, the car rolled over their wire, like their power wire that they needed to that they used to power the bus while they're stationary, and they needed to go probably, and they couldn't go because the car was on it. I think I heard about this.
Leave a message. Viva México. Viva
Imagínate que te estacionas y de repente alguien le quita.
Put the cone on the car.
Cuando se estacionen arriba de un cable de...
Jamás me he estacionado arriba de un cable. Lalo ni manejo.
I wish I'd seen what they were saying. There's a star, see? Paul's got a star.
Aquí ya nos ven, ¿verdad?
Listos para el rock and roll.
¿Dónde estamos, Pau?
Zurich.
I gotta think, because whoever's doing this clearly knows what they're doing. I would say probably professional. They're probably being paid to do it. That makes them a professional, right? They've got to be leaving those camcorder shots as 4:3, even though they're really a 16:9 shot. You can tell, because when they are 4:3, everybody's tall and skinny. So you know it's being pushed into 4:3. They must be doing that on purpose to try to make it clear that it's a camcorder shot. What they could do also is just making it smaller but keep the same ratio. I'm getting really geeky here. I'm sorry. Make it smaller but make the same ratio and put a frame around it. That would still give this the effect that we know it's a camcorder shot as opposed to this much higher quality professional camera shot. But it's just distracting to me. Seeing things in the wrong ratio, compressed or squeezed, just, I'm sorry. That's one of the few things that drive me crazy. Sorry. They're kicking off shows with Sick now, right? I think that's the lead. It's their opening number from their set list now is Sick. If I'm not mistaken. They still end with Evolve, I think, which is cool. Currently still my favorite song of theirs. I love the little kid. Danny has stars on her butt. Sorry. I have no other delicate way of putting it. All right, Kenny.
Siguiente parada.
Oh, you call a dream. May even be my second favorite morning song of all time. It's in my top 10.
¿Te gustó más esto cuando haces el...
Sí.
Aquí suena bien bonito, sube, ¿verdad? Ya, al final de tú, güey.
La voz vieja.
That came all the way from Monterrey, Mexico.
Another favorite. They're all good, but I mean, I do have my favorites.
Wow. La gente ahí no puede respirar, no hay manera. ¿Qué harías, Olivia? Because the people in Germany saying otra.
Must have been hot and sweaty there, huh? Oh, they shared Instagram pictures of this, I think, when they had this dinner or meal. Looks like dinner. We just have Pao, no Danny, no Ali. That's fine. I mean, as we've heard from, I think Rudy, or the patrons had some tour bus, 2 of them videos. We talked about how everybody was just super busy and super tired, and they've talked about that in interviews. So they weren't always able to go to everywhere together, you know.
Good night. That's good evening. See?
Yeah.
Good evening, not good night.
Well, okay.
Good night is go to bed.
Yes. Naschle.
Naschale?
Naschle. Naschle.
Repeat.
Naschle.
Pero-
Naschle.
Nasch.
No, good. Entonces, ¿qué digo?
Dobry wieczór.
¿Ekoji?
Am I supposed to know who this is? Because I don't know who she is. Anybody who knows who she is, let me know.
Entonces, ¿qué digo?
Dobry wieczór.
¿Ekoji?
De Koji, sí, pues ahí está la Brenda, ¿no? Diciendo eso.
Sí.
Y el que me dijo allá, este lo estaba practicando todo el día.
Ah, bueno.
Dziękuję. Dziękuję. Dziękuję Praha. Dziękuję Praha. Dziękuję Praha. Dziękuję.
Dziękuję Praha. Dziękuję Praha.
Yeah, the kids, I love them. Love seeing the kids there. Yeah, they had some crowd surfers that had to be, I don't know if they were kicked out of the venue or just escorted to the back of the venue. Yay! Berlin, Munich. Were those the only 2 spots?
¿Te gusta tener
Stops
un
in
micrófono así?
Germany? I don't know.
Sí, necesito agarrarlo así.
A mí también.
I'm convinced that whoever put this together is doing this for artistic effect.
Como, ay, voy, no.
¿No qué?
Es que después agarran un screenshot y dicen, vean cómo traen a las chicas, se ven bien cansadas, déjenlas descansar,
Pobrecitas,
por favor.
están sufriendo.
Estoy cansada, en efecto. Me duele horrible todo esto papel.
¿Dónde estamos, Pau?
Berlín. Alle die Hände hoch. Voy a hacer alle die Hände hoch y voy a moverte la cámara hacia allá.
And
Okay.
she's
Okay,
learning how to say.
okay.
I took German in high school. She's learning how to say "raise your hands" or "put your hands up" in German.
Voy a hacer alle die Hände hoch y voy a moverte la cámara hacia allá.
Okay.
Para que hagan un córtate. Alle die Hände hoch.
Oh, these are the albums. Now I get it. They're offering the German Universal Music Group, UMG, in Germany, is offering a limited number of albums, LPs, that have paint sprayed on them. And before this, now I get it. Before this Aftermovie came out in the Discord, when this was shared that they were selling this, everybody's like, what, did somebody just grab a bunch of albums and spray paint them and they're charging more for them now? Well, it was a kind of a little art project by The Warning themselves, I guess. And that's why it means something. And that's why it's valuable, because you can see and hear in the Aftermovie them doing it. So you can own a piece of this, I guess. Well, it's probably all sold out by now. Yep. Yet another occurrence of Ali with the spray paint. Then in the sick video, of course, she does as well. Very cool that they got to do that. I mean, it's a little marketing stunt, but it's still kind of cool, right? Uber fans can buy a piece of something that the Warning created themselves. I mean, they create the music, but I mean physically created themselves, which is kind of cool. All right, so the only thing I guess I'm not really confused about much, because a lot of this was in English, and it makes sense, because in the first Aftermovie for the European trip, it was in Spain and Portugal. And while there was a little bit of English in Portugal, because it's Portuguese, it's not Spanish, most of it was in Spanish because they were in a Spanish-speaking country. So it was really hard to understand everything they were saying. This one was a bit easier because most of it was in English, I think. But there were some bits that were in Spanish for sure that I would be interested in knowing more about, like when Pau was rehearsing her Hände hoch things for Hands Up. There was a little bit of dialogue amongst the band members, and I wasn't sure what was going on. Like when they put the camera on Ali and she was saying something, she was like touching her back or something and saying something. I had no clue what she was saying there. Kind of wish there was some kind of subtitle so I could know. If you know, and you speak Spanish, let me know what that they were saying. That'd be great. That's about the only one that sticks in my mind right now. But otherwise, this was pretty fun to see. I really do miss the Aftermovies. I've watched all of them from since they ever started making them, and they're just really cool. Really good behind the scenes stuff, and I'm glad that they were all. I'm going to say that I'm glad they're all happy, but of course, if they weren't happy, they weren't going to be on camera anyway. And what I mean by that is because we know that tour and all the tours these days are so high pressure, and the schedule and the lack of sleep and the moving here and go over there and get here and go there and do this interview and all of that stuff can wear them down quite a bit, and we know that that's a reality. So it was good to see them all chipper and happy when they're on camera, and even in the sound checks and stuff, they seem to be a little go get it. I loved. My favorite part was seeing the rehearsal for the dance, and the actual dance was shown. I think, like I said, it was either a YouTube short or Instagram. I can't remember. When on the Discord, it all comes through as just a link you click on and you watch the video. So I wasn't sure where it came from. Probably Instagram. And in the original, they start out everybody dancing, and then Ali just kind of like, okay, I'm done, and walks away. And then you had the guys jumping on each other. And just like in the rehearsal, it was interesting to see that just in the same thing in the rehearsal, the same lack of desire to be a part of this big dance number by Ali was wonderful to see. Yeah, it was fun. That was my favorite part. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching with me. What do you like about Aftermovies? Because you've probably seen them. If you're watching this, me react to one, you've seen the Aftermovies, not just this one. You've seen them all. What's your favorite part of them? I think my favorite part is just seeing the band be normal people, not just DPA, not just Danny Pau and Ali, but everybody. All the crew and everything, just being totally like goofing off and just having fun. That's the part that's to me, my favorite part is just seeing them be normal people and having fun and doing crazy things sometimes. Like my favorite of all time, probably Aftermovie moment, and I don't remember which Aftermovie it was. but it was probably the one where Pal is walking and somebody says, I don't know if it was, no, it wasn't Rudy. It was whoever was holding the camera. Says Pow in her, oh, it was probably Danny. Pow in her natural environment. She's walking down a trail and she doesn't like to walk a lot. And then you see Rudy reach up and tap her shoulder and she freaks out because she thinks something lands on her. That's probably my favorite moment of all time. Just showing how totally normal and goofy they all are. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.